Hello, and welcome to James Lesser's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. Japan Sinks 2020 is actually a book from the 70s. This TV show, anime, whatever, is based off a book from the 70s. The guy's psychic, for crying out loud. He went, 2018, nah, 2018 is a good year. 2019, nah, 2019 is a little off here and there, but it's a good year. What year is going to be really screwed up? 2020. And then he wrote a movie about a massive earthquake hitting Japan. And then following the family of he's probably 5 since he's named Go, and Go is 5 in Japanese. His older sister, Yumi. Crap, Yumi, and then my mom, dad, all these other people that come together because the largest earthquake ever in recorded history just hit Japan. And then it gets even worse. Word of warning, trigger warning. They do not hold back. An American TV show is like, oh no, the building fell and crushed people. So they're not going to actually show anything. In this anime, they show it. They show, like, she's in the locker room after track practice, and then the earthquake hits, and, like, the one steel pillar falls, and, like, her teammate is crushed from, like, the waist down, screaming for help, reaching out, blood pooling around her, and, of course, the girl's like, she can't handle it. She freaks out and runs away. That's one, like, again, trigger warning, this show is very dark. That's because it's so realistic. They do not hold back. There's no, alright, cut the pan the camera away while you hear screaming. Like, no. They show why people are screaming. They show the bodies in the water after the tsunami comes in, and then it's like, the water should have receded by now. Maybe the levee broke. There wasn't that much water in the levees. There wasn't much rain recently. So why is the water still here? Oh, hey, finally got internet connection. Japan sinking. Well, that can't be true. That's got to be some bogus fake news stuff. Unfortunately, it's not fake news. And you get the YouTuber Kite records like, oh yeah, Kyoto just fell into the ocean. Everyone's like, oh, that's a fake YouTube video. That's fake. There's no way. He's just trying to profit off the disaster. No, Kyoto fell into the fucking ocean. Japan is sinking. Philippines are part of it are sinking. South Korea's losing like half the country. It is just, again, a massive fucking earthquake just destroying the tectonic plates around that area. And I actually looked this up. The show is like, oh yeah, all this magma was building up underneath Mount Fuji. And when the earthquake hits, it's going to set off Mount Fuji. When that happens, all that magma that's underground is going to come up, leaving this giant empty cavern underneath Japan. And that's what's causing Japan to fall into the ocean. Looked it up. Plausible, but highly unlikely to actually happen. But still plausible. Which, I mean, for most science fiction movies and TV shows, you don't even need plausible. Just throw a Chekhov's gun in there and it's like, alright, we're good. Or not Chekhov's gun, that's wrong. Damn, I'm trying to think of the trope that would be used in this situation. It's not Chekhov's gun. Whatever trope would be like, oh yeah, we have light speed because of insert, quantum particle accelerator duality quantum device. It's like, okay, yeah, that works. But in this show, like, you look into it, it's like, that technically could actually happen. Would it? Probably not. If anything, Japan would actually rise over the years. Not saying, but technically, scientifically, it is plausible that it could happen. Now, there's a lot of death in this. And unlike, again, American shows where it's like, alright, we just met this new character at the beginning of this episode. 10 minutes later, oh, he's dead, I feel sad. No. You'll be with a character for 6 episodes, then they die. And it's not like, oh, there's a shootout, oh, someone could possibly get hit and die. No, it's very dark, but very real. It's like, oh yeah, Mount Fuji's releasing all this toxic gas from the fault lines, And all right, well, man, I need to go on a bathroom break. All right, well, you guys go over there. You go over there. The girl, this girl go over there. That girl go over there. And all of a sudden, plop. What was that? And then she looks around. She sees all these dead birds. And she looks farther down, like, oh, hey, the person we've been with for like 4 episodes, face down dead. She screams, goes to help him, then somebody yells, don't go down there, it's toxic gas. And it's like, so do you just, like, you've been with this person, like, they probably knew the person beforehand, obviously, coming from the same town, but you've been with this person on the road, traveling after a huge disaster for a couple days, about 4 episodes, and then all of a sudden they just drop dead, like, holy fuck, I wasn't seeing that, and they sure as hell weren't seeing that coming. And along the way, like, you meet characters that are suffering from trauma and PTSD in different ways. One person has just lost their fucking mind. Another person has just, like, they're carrying around a teddy bear, and it's like, a little creepy that older guy's carrying a teddy bear. And I was like, the mom, that's what the group is like, I think I know why he's carrying a teddy bear. I'm not going to ask him why, but I'm pretty sure, and sure enough, it belonged to his daughter. And he's, I guess you call it loopy. Like, he's not all there. Like, something broke inside of him, and he's not all there anymore. And I was like, no, that is, again, like, it's very real. Like, that's a very real portrayal of how some people deal with trauma, where they just break, and it's like, hey, everybody, how you doing? No, I heard, and then he holds up, like, 2 fake ears, like, apparently he used to, like, juggle magic. Like, probably his job was, close-up magic and juggling and magician, clown work, something like that. No, he's a party entertainer. Parents hire him to show up the birthday parties. That's probably what his job was, because, like, he has the props for it and he has the skills for it. So go, hey, I heard you might be going there, and he'll hold up 2 giant eyes. And it's like, why the fuck is this guy acting like that? It's like, no, there's very many cases where people just break like that, and because of trauma and PTSD, like, that's how they break. Some people, curl up on a ball and cry and just rock back and forth until they starve to death. Other people just go stone silent. They'll never say another word. 22 years ago, they said their last word, and 22 years later, they still haven't talked to him. No one knows why. Because they won't tell us why, because they went silent. So you see a very real portrayal of natural disasters, death, trying to come together, more death, people breaking in different ways. Some people being, I can't break. The people around me are counting on me. Like, I have to be strong. I can't cry. I can't show any emotion. I have to be strong for the people around me. While the people, again, are just like, La La Land, I'm in La La Land. Nothing can affect me anymore because I'm not really in the world anymore. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, the ground's shaking. I don't care. And throughout the entire series, it's only 10 episodes, so it's not a very long show. There's only 2 characters that I felt were unrealistic. The things they said and did, it's like, that's a little unrealistic. One character, though, did remind me of Audie Murphy, where Audrey Murphy. He was a World War II soldier. He had to sneak in because he was too small for the military, and they said, we're not going to take you, so he snuck in. They did all this crazy shit. He did insane things. He won medals from all across the globe. It's like, oh yeah, he did this in our country, he did this in this country, he did this in that country. Here's all the awards. Literally, he got the awards. He had the record at the time for the most awards, because everyone's like, here's a medal for this, here's a medal for that. When they made a movie about him, To Hell and Back, I think it was called, they had to cut some stuff out. Why? Even though it was documented, like, here's why he won this award. Here's why he won this medal. Here's the eyewitness reports. That's too crazy. That would never happen in real life. But it did. Here's the photographs. Here's the eyewitness statements. It happened. Yeah, it's too crazy. No one would ever believe that happened. So I guess for the one character that I considered unrealistic, I guess maybe that could happen. My issue is, though, real life, unlike fiction, doesn't have to make sense. Shit happens in real life that makes absolutely no sense. While in fiction, like, if it doesn't make sense, it's unrealistic. It breaks your perception of the world, you know? But I guess I'll just have to chalk that character off to, yeah, it's unrealistic that he said that or that he did that. But I guess technically, look at all the crazy shit that happens in the real world. So I guess for him, it could technically happen. He could say this. He could do that. I was like, oh, that's sure is coincidental that he stumbled across this. Sure is coincidental that he just happens to have that skill. But, again, that happens in the real world. Like, when I first saw it, I'm like, this isn't very realistic. But no, like, the next day, I'm like, no, Audrey Murphy, whatever his name was, they had to cut stuff out of the movie, even though it is documented. It is photographed. It has eyewitness reports. He won medals for it. And they had to leave it out of the movie about him because no one's going to believe this actually happened. Because fiction, unlike real life, has to make sense. But other than those two characters, like the rest of it, it's super dark. It's super realistic, which makes it so triggering and dark. Like, if it was, no, your regular animator, I must scream so I can power up. Like, alright, whatever. You know, if someone dies in Dragon Ball or Naruto, it's like, alright, whatever. If someone dies in this, it's like, they're not coming back. They're dead. And majority of the time, you don't see the death coming. It just, bam, like, oh shit, that happened. God. I've been telling everyone at work about it on Facebook and on Twitter, like, just how fucking good this is. God, I just gave BNA an 8 out of 10, but this TV show, not movie, definitely a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect. There's a couple things where it's like, why did you do that exactly? But then again, you're watching it. You're not traumatized by, oh, hey, this person just blew up. Oh, this person just got crushed by that. Oh, hey, I just saw all my friends get killed. I am now freaking out. I'm losing my mind. It's like, so yeah, I guess, no, if I saw that happen, I probably wouldn't be thinking clearly either. I want to be going, huh, why is there a 12-foot tall, or, I don't know, 4-meter tall fence when there's a sign saying don't enter? Don't worry about it. We see yams. We can dig those up and, hey, we have food. We need food. We're starving. Alright, I'll climb the fence, dig some up. And it's like, you know, you see all these signs, you might want to look around for more clues, just saying. But then again, you've been walking in wet shoes for like 3 days. You're tired, you're hungry, you're thirsty. Oh, hey, there's food. We just have to dig it up. Okay, great. God. Again, I cannot recommend the show highly enough. Definitely a 9 out of 10. If you have Netflix and, again, it's triggering because of just how realistic it is. I was explaining it to someone at work. It's like, you know, in America, it's like, oh no, an earthquake hit. We're gonna pan over the fallen buildings, but not actually show any bodies. Like, oh, apparently the entire city of LA was abandoned because there's not a single dead body anywhere. Massive earthquake, all the buildings fell. We're talking about millions dead, but you don't actually see a single body because it was an abandoned ghost town apparently in LA. This show doesn't do that. This show shows the aftermath. It shows what happens when a disaster strikes not just a city, but an entire country. Yeah. And the only real weak points I saw from this was the two characters I thought were unrealistic. Even with a bit of an explanation for the other one of like, yeah, I guess unrealistic things happen in real life. Things that, like, no, that would never happen in real life, actually do happen in real life. Which just makes the show even more realistic, that stuff that normally you can't have that in a TV show. That would never happen in real life. Like, stuff happens in real life that shouldn't happen. God, it's such a good show. I just want to keep talking about it for another hour, but I get enough people to watch this, and they're like, all right, we set up a Skype or Discord, and Discord probably be better. So we set up a Discord, and hey, we're gonna do a podcast talking about the show. That would be great. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. Anyways, enough rambling from me. Check out the show. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, watch it. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.